Natural resources are the raw inputs used to manufacture and produce all of the products in the world. These resources are found in the earth, including those extracted and those that have yet to be extracted. Commodities are either renewable or non-renewable. Renewable resources are those whose supply is infinite, such as solar power, while non-renewable ones have a limited supply and can no longer be used once the supply has been exhausted, like fossil fuels. Natural resources are found throughout the world and extracted for human use. Natural resources are valuable to the countries where they are found as they are extracted to produce goods and services. Every product on the market is made using a commodity. As such, they are very valuable, providing income and revenue for governments and corporations. Welcome to Details in Luxury. Here are the top countries with the most natural resources and their total estimated value. Number 9. Iraq. Like other Gulf states, Iraq's major resources are the deposits of oil that are measured up to 115 billion barrels. These deposits share approximately 9% of the world's total reserves. Because of the political influx and differences, most of the reserves are yet to be exploited and are left untapped. Iraq also happens to be a country with vast deposits of phosphate rocks, calculated at about $1.1 trillion. Number 8. Australia. Australia, being a self-sufficient state, obtains most of its wealth coming from its huge reserves of coal, copper, timber, and iron. Australia has an ample supply of gold, contributing to 14.3% of the global supply. It also accounts for 46% of the supply of uranium worldwide. It also has a huge and vast reservoir of natural gas present offshore, sharing few of them with Indonesia. Number 7. Brazil. Brazil is one of the countries with a sizable portion of gold and uranium reservoirs. It's the second most iron-producing country. The most valuable natural resource is the timber. It supplies almost 12.3% of the world's timber, worth about $17.45 trillion. The total cost of all the natural resources this country owns is almost $21.8 trillion. The country has recently explored the vast deposits of crude oil and is estimated to reach up to 44 billion barrels. Number 6. China. China is considered as one of the emerging superpowers of this century. It has total reserves worth $23 trillion. This country is highly rich in coal and earthly minerals. The total coal deposits in China cover 13% of the world's total coal reserves. Shale gas reservoirs are recently discovered in the country, which are going to add up the revenue generation for the country. Number 5. Iran. Being in the same region, Iran shares the richest reserves of gas fields with Qatar. Therefore, the total amount of natural resources is worth almost $27.3 trillion. The country has 16% of the world's natural gas deposits. It resides over the Great Persian Gulf's vast dome of gas reservoirs. Almost 136.2 billion barrels of reserves are currently present in the country, more than 10% of the total oil in the world. Number 4. Canada. $33.2 trillion is the total cost of the country's reserves of natural resources. The total oil sands deposits have led Canada to stand fourth in the list. The latest statistics reveal that the country has 178.1 billion barrels, accounting for 17.8% of the total global reserves of oil, highest after Saudi Arabia. Canada also has huge reserves of phosphate and has the second largest deposits of uranium and the third largest production rate of timber. Number 3. Saudi Arabia. The crown of the Middle Eastern states and the heart of the Muslim world, Saudi Arabia stands third on the list, as it has natural resources and their reserves that are worth up to $34.4 trillion. Almost 20% of the total oil in the world comes from the land of Arab. Hydrocarbons, including oil and gases, are the prime sources of power generation in the country. Currently, the Arabian state is termed as the country with the fifth largest amount of proven natural gas reservoirs. Number 2. United States. Next to Russia comes the contemporary superpower of the world, the United States. The total cost of natural resources is equal to approximately $45 trillion. 31.2% of the Earth's coal reserves are under the soils of the U.S. Timber and coal deposits combine to a worth of 89% of the country's resources. The U.S. is among the top 5 states that are rich in reserves of gold, copper, and natural gas. This country is also blessed with 750 million acres of land covered with forests, able to produce the huge amount of timber. Number 1. Russia. One of the former superpowers of the world, Russia has the largest share of natural resources in the world. Due to its vast size, it covers most of the coal, timber, and gold reserves. The second largest deposit of coal is found in Russia, whereas it has the third largest reservoir of gold in the world. The total amount of natural resources found in Russia is estimated up to a worth of $75.5 trillion. Here is a list of the leading countries worldwide based on natural resources. The estimated value of these natural resources makes an economy flourish. The main proportion of the growth of an economy comes through the natural resources. Therefore, these are very much essential for a country and can be termed as the backbone of a country's economy. That concludes our list of the countries with the most natural resources. Before you go, hit the like button, subscribe, and be sure to hit the notification icon as well, so you don't miss any of our future uploads. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.